If you've been following finance news, you've been hearing talks about Japan and the US and the yen versus the dollar. So, what does that mean? And what exactly happened? And how does that relate to real estate investing, wholesale real estate? So, today I'm going to talk about what happened and how it affects real estate investing and wholesale real estate, because that's what we talk about here on this channel. So, essentially, there's been speculation, it wasn't proven or anything, that the Fed here in the United States was buying up yen to strengthen up the yen in Japan. So they were buying the yen because the yen was weakening, and they were weakening because of a threat of inflation. They started having higher inflation, and so their dollar in Japan started to get weaker. And so the US stepped in, this is all speculation, to buy up yen to strengthen the yen against the dollar. So when the US buys yen, what it does to the US dollar, it weakens it. And that's already a huge issue, especially when you think about inflation in the US and how that's been a problem for the past few years post pandemic, right? Post 2019. And so when we already been having inflation here in our own country, and then our own country helps out another country dealing with inflation, that weakens the dollar and it worries a ton of investors. And so the dollar actually started to get weaker at the beginning of this week. So what does that mean for real estate investing? And what does that mean for wholesale real estate? And what impacts does it have? So the impact on the real estate market when the US dollar weakens is inflation. Because essentially you have a weaker dollar, and that drives up inflation because now you need more money to purchase the same products that you bought before, right? So instead of purchasing bananas for $1 a pound, now you're buying them for $2 a pound, right? Because your dollar is weaker against other currencies, right? And so it takes more dollars to purchase an item. And so if inflation is rising, that deals with so many other things. So one is mortgage rates, mortgage costs, homeowner costs, all of that, because now you're paying more for everything with inflation, for utilities, insurance, and especially mortgages. So if we have inflation, what the Fed does, they hike interest rates. And yes, there's not a direct correlation between the Fed funds rate and mortgage rates, but they usually follow in tandem. And so when there is inflation happening, especially looking at bonds and notes, to make it more attractive for investors to buy, they hike up these yields, right? They hike up these rates so investors can purchase these bonds, right? And so since there's inflation and you have to hike the Fed, and this may sound confusing, but to stay with me, essentially, since there's inflation, the Fed hikes interest rates. That in turn affects mortgage rates, and that's higher costs for me and you, people buying mortgages, right? Mortgage rates are higher. So a weaker dollar leads to higher mortgage costs because the Fed is trying to strengthen the dollar. And in doing so, you kind of have to raise interest rates, right? To tame down inflation. Now, when you have a weaker dollar, you have inflation. Inflation is higher costs in everything. That's including real estate. So property prices go up, right? And then another thing with having a weaker dollar against foreign dollars is that now foreign investors can invest in properties here in America, right? And so that props up home prices here in America when foreign investors, now they have a stronger dollar on their side, and US has a weaker dollar, they can purchase homes, and that can drive up costs. So how does that relate to real estate investing and also wholesale real estate? Well, it's just higher costs with everything, right? If you're wholesaling a property, now you may have to offer a little bit more for a house, but in turn, you sell it for a little bit more to your cash buyer, to your end buyer. And those are some of the things that happens when you have inflation. And you dealt with that if you were wholesaling, especially in 2020, 2021, and 2022 for some of it, right? Inflation rose. And so people were getting big checks from cash buyers, especially they will buy a house one day and 3 months later, it'll be so much more. So yes, there's a ton of money to be made, but when you compare it to inflation, are you making so much more? You just have to weigh that and calculate it accordingly. So On this channel, I talk about everything with wholesaling real estate investing. And so if you all are interested in all that, make sure you all subscribe to this channel. If a lot of you all watch my channels, a lot of you all watch this channel but are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, comment down below and like this video. And let me know, do you guys watch things like this in the news, right? And see how it affects your day to day. I like doing that and I like talking about it. So, but I want to talk a little bit more about all of this and what this means. So President Trump has actually said before in the past that a weaker dollar is not bad, right? He said that a weaker dollar actually lends itself to more appreciation in other asset prices, right? And he says it's not a horrible ideal. And so if you have this sentiment coming from our administration, then they're not opposed to the dollar being weaker, right? And they will help out their ally in Tokyo to help them with inflation, right? And so if Trump believes having a weaker dollar will lead to a better stock market so he can win the midterms, well, the Republicans can win the midterms this year, or that a weaker dollar can lead to just higher appreciation for people who own homes, right? And they can sell their homes for a higher price, and they thank the administration for that, then that can lend him votes. But on the flip side, there's a ton of people who are negatively affected by it because inflation, right? Everything costs more for them, right? They can't buy a house now because houses are more expensive. They can't, even the basic necessities are more expensive. And so these are all things that play its role into real estate investing and just the market as whole. And so another thing is that if you're wholesaling real estate and you go to a buyer or a seller and they're saying, oh, my house is rising, I think I can get this price. Or, another thing is that some sellers may not be in tune with the news. And so they may not know the appreciation as much on their house as they should, right? Or, one thing that you'll find is investors are hoping for appreciation or banking on inflation, right? They see the weakening dollars since buyers are more tapped in. And so you can charge the contract to the end buyer a little bit more, right? Because they're anticipating growth, especially if it's a rental property. And these are the type of investors you want to go for. Not always your fix and flip, because they're only holding the property for 3 to 6 months. You should look for investors that are holding the property for a year, for years, essentially, right? They want to buy and hold. They just want to collect rent, and then they deal with that appreciation. So just to summarize, U.S. was buying Japanese yen, right? Because they were dealing with inflation. And so when you buy the yen, it helps, tame down that inflation. But in doing so, it weakens the dollar because the U.S. is buying the yen. And so when you weaken the U.S. dollar, that lends itself to inflation, because now it costs more money to buy certain things. And since it costs more money, essentially the price rises, right? And so that lends itself to higher mortgage rates, because the Fed has to heighten mortgage rates or not do anything or not lower it. And so that lends itself to asset prices going up. And then in turn, mortgage rates go up. And then home prices are up. So it's just a lot of different things. There are some positives to a weaker dollar. And it's true, yeah, asset prices go up when it happens. And so there needs to be a balance between the two, of strengthening the dollar and weakening it. I'm not saying that weakening the dollar is entirely bad, but these are the effects on the real estate market. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later.